Hello students, today we will study the new chapter, that is of standard 10, chapter number 7, coordinate geometry. So in standard 9 you have studied about the basics of the coordinate geometry, that how to locate any point on the Cartesian plane, right? So there are two coordinates. We know that one is x and second one is y. Also, we used to say the x coordinate as the abscissa and y coordinate as a ordinate. These basic things we know very well. So in standard 10, we have to study the three formula. First formula is the distance formula. Distance formula means if we have given the 2 points in the Cartesian plane, then how to find out the distance between these 2 points, that 2 point. That is the first thing that we have to study. And today's class we also study this point. So the first formula that we have studied is the distance formula. Right? So in this, before we understand this distance formula, let us take an example. Let us suppose there is 2 points. One is point A, that is of 0, 4. That means it is on the y-axis. And second point is B, which has a coordinate 3, 0. That means it is on the x-axis. Now, how to find out the distance between A and B? And there is a question may arise in your mind, that what is the distance between the point AB? So let us join these 2 points A and B. So what we think we have? We have the points, 2 points. A has 0, 4, 4 coordinate. Point B has 3, 0 coordinate. So what is the distance AB? So here you can notice that whenever we join this point A and B, there becomes a triangle AOB. And what is this? This is the O is the intersection of the x and y axis. So if there is a 90-degree of angle. So here triangle AOB is what? Is a right angle triangle in which angle O is equals to 90 degree. So according to the Pythagoras rule, we can write down that hypotenuse, that is in our case AB, hypotenuse square, that is AB square, is equals to addition of the square of both the sides, that is OB square and OA square, right? OA square and OB square. So now what is OA? OA distance is what? 0 to 4. So OA distance is 4, so 4 square. What is OB? OB is the distance of the point O to B, and that is 3. So we have to take OB as a 3. 4 square plus 3 square, that is 16 plus 9 is equals to 25. So what we get? AB square is equals to 25. We want the value of AB. So by taking the square root both the side, therefore we get the value of AB is equals to 5 unit. So here we get the value of the distance from A to B. So the distance from AB is 5 unit. So it is easy when the 2 points are on the axis. Then it is easy to find out the distance between that 2 points. But it is not the case in every time we get both the points on the axis. Let us see these two situations. In this situation, the point P is here and point Q is here. Now how to find out the distance? Both the points are not on the axis, either on the x on the y axis. There is not both the points on the axis. So how to find out the distance in this case? In the same way here also, you can notice that point A and B both are in the different quadrant. Both are not on the same any axis. So how to find out the distance here between point A and B? Here this method will not work. So what to do? So let us first of all derive a formula so that we can find out the distance between any 2 points in the Cartesian plane. Okay? Okay. So let us take the 2 points in the Cartesian plane. First point is the P point, which has a coordinate x1, y1. And the second point, that is Q, which has a coordinate x2, y2. We have write down it in the general form so that we can derive the formula to find out the distance between 2 points in general form. So here you can notice that the point P is here and point Q is here. Both the points are not on any axis. So here distance we want to find out is PQ. Now what will happen if we extend this P point on both the axis, x axis and y axis? When we extend this point to the x axis, here we will suppose get a point R. In the same way, when we extend this point to the x axis, we get point S. So what is this here? This is the x axis and this is the y axis. So here we extend both the points P and Q to the x axis. In the same way, here also we extend the P point to the y axis. Okay, so here you can notice that the point is here PQ. Here one quadrilateral is constructed, PRST. And what is that PRST? PRST is an rectangle. PRST is an rectangle. So we know that all the sides of a rectangle, all the angles of a rectangle are of 90 degree. So this angle is of 90 degree and this angle is also of 90 degree. Let is intersection of both this extended line QS and the point is the T. So what we have till now is that there is a rectangle constructed. So RS and PT, opposite sides, are equal. RS and PT are equal. In the same way, PR and ST are also equal. It is also the opposite sides of a rectangle. So still now we have the 2 points. When we extend the 2 points to the x axis and y axis, here there is a rectangle constructed, and so that we get this the two formula, RS is equals to PT and PR is equals to ST. Okay, now the coordinate of this point is x1 y1. That means this point is x1 distance away from the y axis. So this point and this point has the same x coordinate because both the point P and R are equal distance from the y axis, right? So O to R distance and this axis to this P point distance is equal, and what is that? That is x1. In the same way, this Q and S both are at the equal distance from the y axis, and that distance is x2, right? So here we have the distance OR is equals to x1, OS is equals to x2. In the same way, this point P, the distance between this P to R to P and O to this point is what? That is y1, because the coordinate of P is one is x1 and second one is y1. What is y1 indicates? Y1 indicates that P is at a distance of y1 from the x-axis. So this point is P point is at y1 distance from the x-axis. In the same way, Q, the coordinate of Q, y coordinate is y2. It indicates that this point is at y2 distance from the x-axis. So this much distance is what? Y2, and this much distance is what? Y1. Clear? Okay. So let us derive some equations. First, here we have OR is equals to distance x1 and OS distance is equals to x2. So now you can think about that. What will be this distance RS? What will be this distance RS? RS is equals to x2 minus x1, total minus OR, that is equals to RS. So RS is equals to x2 minus x1. In the same way, what is the QT here we get here? See, here we have ST. ST is what? The distance y1. SQ, S to Q distance is what? Y2. So how much is the distance QT? QT is the distance, that is SQ minus ST. That is Y2 minus Y1. So why we get RS and QT? What is the purpose to get RS and QT? Because RS is equals to PT and QT we have get here. So whenever we have the QT and PT, see here one right angle triangle is constructed here, PQ and T. So whenever we have this side and this side, we can find out the third side, that is hypotenuse, using Pythagoras theorem. That is why we are getting this side and this side. So now we have RS, that is equals to x2 minus x1. And what is RS? RS and PT are equal. So we can say that this PT, that is equals to RS, that is equals to x2 minus x1. So now we have the distance PT. In the same way, we have the QT, that is equals to y2 minus y1. So now in triangle PQ and T, QPT, angle T is equals to 90 degree. So according to the Pythagoras rule, PQ square is equals to PT square plus QT square. What is PT? PT is equals to RS, and RS is x2 minus x1. So we can write down PQ square is equals to x2 minus x1 square, that is PT square, and y2 minus y1 square, that is QT square. So now here there is a square. So we want to find out the PQ. So by taking the square root both the side, we get the PQ is equals to under root x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. So this is what? This is the formula, distance formula, to find out the distance between these 2 points P and Q. This is the general formula. In place of this, we can put down the coordinates of 2 points for which we want to find out the distance. Okay. We can also write down this formula in this form. Instead of x2 minus x1, we can write down x1 minus x2. And instead of y2 minus y1, we can write down y1 minus y2. Why? Because there is a square on the bracket. So whatever the value we get here, it will be the positive because there is a square on the bracket. Suppose there is a 2 minus 3. 2 minus 3 whole square, that is minus 1 square, that is plus 1. And what is 3 minus 2? Is also 1, and its square is also plus 1. So in both the case, we get the same result. So what is this? This is the formula, distance formula, to find out the distance between the 2 points using the coordinates only. Right? Okay. This is all about to find out the distance between 2 points. So this is all about this lecture. Thank you.